Welcome to Inspired Conscious Living Podcast number 11. Woo! We broke double digits yesterday, even though everything that could have gone wrong yesterday went wrong. But it was still fun, as always, because flexibility and adaptability is the name of the game. So when stuff goes sideways, that happens. You just do your best. And what else can you do? What else can you do? Don't get too upset about it because life's too short to get upset about stuff. There's no point. Just be here now. Be happy. Be aware and be yourself. Be authentic. That's what we talk about lots here on the show is the authentic you. That's what's important. That's what we want to see is the authentic you. I'm sorry, Trent. I'm not able to keep yapping. I'm I'm on live now. I didn't send invite links again because I didn't want to pester my messenger group, but I did send it out to a ton of groups. So if anybody shows up, we'll be excited to see them. If not, we have Leo coming in on Monday, which I'm super excited about. I am the Matrix. That's his beautiful project, and I'd love to hear more about it. We'll hear more about it here on the show. If you're interested, I highly recommend checking it out because he's a pretty inspiring guy. That's what I attract, inspiring people. So today, I've been focusing on actions speak louder than words. Actions. What are you doing? How are you showing up in the world? What's life? How's life showing up for you? Ooh, good sneeze. One of the fun things about being on live is that you have to clean yourself up before you come on, and sometimes you have to pull a few nose hairs. Ooh, and that never feels good, but it makes you sneeze. So we're talking today about actions speaking louder than words. Everybody talks, 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 talks. We all got this talk, 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 talk thing. But what are your actions? Are your actions in alignment with your words? This is the ultimate goal. This is when you're at your highest point of consciousness, when you're attached to your God self, when you're tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. And that is when your actions are in alignment with your words and things are unfolding magically. That's that's how it's supposed to work. That's how this unit works. When your actions and your words are in alignment, you're you're working with God. You're 100% in tune with God because that's when you're tapped into source and you're listening. You're being here, being now, and being available. Because who knows what's going to show up? You never know. Any moment in your life, somebody could show up that could completely change everything. I'm that guy a lot because I'm going to give you some new information, stuff that you're not used to, and stuff that's good for you, stuff that's going to make you feel happier and healthier, and is going to take you to the next level. So, this is why we talk so much about your actions being in alignment with your words. When they are, life flows symbiotically. There's no stress involved in the system, it's purely blissful. And it's not supposed to be hard. We make it hard. That's a human condition. If it's simple, God made it. And that means it's of pure bliss. It's of Christ consciousness. It's magic. And it has so many magical qualities. It's just whether or not we know how to tap into those magical qualities. That's through here. You got to go inside. Go inside here. Because when you go in here, you find out what your mission is. You listen and you find out what your mission is. And then you start taking action. And when you really, 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 really step into it, then you'll start using your voice instead of just your feet or your hands. You'll start using your voice to spread God's word, to spread the love and to bring more people into a place of balance, harmony, and happiness. Because when this planet is back in balance, which will not take much time, it will happen very rapidly, things are going to be different. The monetary system will not be around. It'll be part of the past, part of his story, history, his story, because it's all been told by men, and it's always been told by the people that the murderers and the killers. They're the ones that write the books. So it's like it's not necessary. The past is history. The future is a mystery. Now is a present, is a gift. That's why they call it a present. And you're here to unwrap that gift. The gift is you. God intended frequency transfer. You are here, and the gift is in you. It came in the package with your seed. Batteries included, everything that you needed, all of the intelligence, everything, all of the energy, the map, the roadmap to unfold your life came with the seed, which was you at the very beginning, the seed. And so that's all there. That came with the package. All of the instructions are included in you. But you have to go in to tap into those instructions because they don't exist out here. Once you tap into here, the people that you're interested in finding will magically appear in your life. And it's like, whoa, oh, how did I do that? But it's almost instantaneous when you get to a place of where Lao Tzu called it infinite patience produces immediate results. And I love it. I just love it because it's pure faith, 100% pure faith. That's the thing about faith. You can't kind of faith. Finding answers in the heart. Yeah, baby. Heart. Finding answers in the heart. Faith. You can't make that stuff up. Faith is it's pure knowing that you're supported, guided, and everything's good. And everything that seems to be not good is not of you. No. And it's not necessary for you to bring it with you. It's quite easy just to let it go. Tune it out. When I tuned out television in 2010, I was 40, and television was my best friend. I grew up with television. I didn't have brothers or sisters. I had a television. My parents were workaholics, alcoholics, so they were always out. They were never at home. We never did stuff together, very rarely, very rarely. But TV was always there. TV was my friend. And holy, did I learn a lot of crap from TV. Oh, so much crap. Uh, I still have so many sitcom songs stuck in my head from all of the years that I spent sitting there in front of that stupid tube instead of going outside and enjoying nature and being at peace and learning how to be in harmony with the world and take care of myself in better ways. I chose to take in bad entertainment, bad entertainment. It wasn't entertaining at all. It was pure torture. So I highly don't recommend that you do that. I highly recommend that you let go of TV. When I turned 40, I gave up my three biggest expenses, and that was dating, driving, and television. And I'm going to be 54 next month, and I feel as good as I've ever felt, and way better than I did when I was 40. So you can youth as you get older. It's youthing is completely feasible. It's just part of you taking on new habits and trying on new practices. And experimenting with your body, because if you're always doing the same thing, you're always going to get the same results. So if you try different stuff, then you're like, that was kind of fun. I feel better. Maybe I should do more of that. Okay, I'll try that. I'll try that. Try, because you don't know until you try. It's basically the end. At the end of the day, that you have to do it for yourself. Try it on. If somebody else is telling you, it's hearsay. Until you've tried it on yourself, you don't know. It's good to learn from other people. Absolutely very good to learn from other people. But at the same time, you're the best teacher for yourself. And trust yourself. Trust your intuition. There's another intuition, the student within intuition. So tap into that, because your intuition is always on. It doesn't turn off. It doesn't it doesn't put you in timeout. It doesn't do any of that stuff. It's always there, and ready, and available. All it needs is for you to say, "What's up? What's going on in me? Tell me, tell me, tell me, please. I'd love to know." Because you're a mirror. Uh, well, right now, Trenton, I'm talking live, so I will get back to you as soon as I'm off. I'm sorry, bro. I like to be good with my uh, to be efficient with answering people, but Trenton does not apparently know that I'm alive and that I'm live. So I love you, buddy. I will be in contact very soon, and I'd love to have you on the show. You'd be awesome. And Monday, we have Leo Treadwell. Super excited for that. I am the Matrix. So we'll see exactly what it is that we're up to. I've got to learn more about it myself. I've signed up, but I've been so busy with my mom and with Estrella and with all this stuff going on here. Gardening here is a lot of work. Never mind putting together my YouTube channel and doing all of these daily videos slash lives. So it's been a joy, and it's been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun, and I'm loving YouTube. I'm so grateful for YouTube. It's just it's such a better platform than Facebook. It's so much more rewarding. People are more interactive. On Facebook, I find it's a it's a facade. It's all superficial. But here, this is where you find out real things about real people, and this is why I'm here. I'm here to tell my story of how I went from being completely unhealthy and pretty much miserable to a seriously happy, healthy person. It took me 18 years, but it was an amazing process. And I learned a lot because I experimented on myself. My life is my laboratory, my body is my temple, and love is my practice. And so you have to be the one that brings in new things into your life. You have to constantly be looking for ways to upgrade and to tweak your temple to so it's more efficient, more effective, and so that you need less. Because the less you need, the more you have to give. And this is what it's about. The whole purpose of being here is giving, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm giving. I'm giving information, and I'm giving a place for people to step outside of their comfort zone and to speak live on YouTube. Cool, eh? Yeah. Because it's the best thing you can do for yourself. Just jump on, just hammer into conversation. We will figure it out. Welcome to live chat. Should put that on, eh? All messages are visible. Okay, top chat. We'll do that. All right. Um, yeah, always learning stuff. I've been playing with the portrait button on my camera, and wow, that's fun. Uh, my panoramics and my portraits now are coming in very nicely. It's a lot of fun. But this new tech is the best camera I've ever had in my life. I always get the cheap one from Amazon, the cheapest one available, and then just use it until it dies. But this one is wow, it's beautiful, and very user friendly. There's so many good things about it. So, although I'm not a fan of phones and I try to stay off it as much as possible, I'm having problems with this one because it's been very good for my business, very good for my life, very good for my message, very good for my network, and very good for my friends because I love you guys and I want to share with you what it is that I have learned in the time that I've been here on this magical planet, which will be 54 years, January 15th, 1970. Same day as Martin Luther King Jr. He's a personal hero of mine. I have some big shoes to live into. But that's again all part of the process. So you can't do everything all at once. Rome was not built in a day. No, it takes a little time. And you got to do the work. You got to do the work. You got to show up. You got to keep showing up, especially when nobody else is showing up. You got to keep showing up. I, when I had my I started a restaurant here in Mexico at my place, and it's called Karma Cocina. Karma Cocina, and I waited 38 days. I didn't have one customer. 39th day, my buddy Dom showed up. Thank you, Dom. Love you, buddy. And he kept me afloat until I changed it until to the Karma Healing Nursery, which became a place to bring people in. That didn't work out so good either. So now I've transitioned to working on YouTube, to sharing my message and having a quiet space. Because I'm a hermit. I'm a hermetic alchemist. That's what I do. And that's what hermits do. They turn themselves into gold. And that's my process. And it's all about letting go. It's not about getting stuff. Everything that I needed came with the package, same as you. In the seed, everything was included in the seed, which was you, which was me. You don't need anything from here. No, no, this is purely a place for experience. You don't need anything. You don't have to take anything, and nothing here is important to your existence. It's all just stuff. It's all really beautiful and colorful and magical stuff, but it's just stuff. And it's nothing that is necessary for your existence. So it's getting to a place where you say to yourself, I don't need stuff anymore. Life's too short to accumulate stuff. Because at the end of the day, what are you going to do with all this stuff? It just makes you crazy. Every room in your mind is like a hotel. It has all these different little rooms, billions of rooms. Everything that you own takes up one of those rooms. Consciousness is connected to source, is to God, to your higher self, all right straight here. And if your mind, your hotel is full, all your rooms are full, then you have no space for God to come in and say hello, because all of your rooms are busy. So you're occupied. And God wants to come in and visit your body. So you need to empty some of those rooms in your mind to allow the space for God to come in and to permeate your existence so that you can live a happier, healthier life. Because God can work too, will work too, and through you, because God wants to. And it's so much easier than having to do it yourself. That's the most beautiful part about letting go and getting out of the way and giving your life to God and surrendering and saying, you know what? I don't get it. I don't get the human experience. I haven't figured it out. I know it's not about money. I'm pretty sure it's about family. I'm doing my best there. I know it's about love, but I'd rather hear it from you. So I'm going to step out of the way and I'm going to allow you to channel your message and I'm going to listen and see what I can pick up. Because what I figure is the more things that I pick up, the less chance of me coming back. I I'm good here. I believe that I've accomplished my lifetimes. I believe that all of the things that I needed to do, I've accomplished. I feel like I'm an old soul, and I've been here many times. So that's why I feel that I have the ability to teach. I'm going to be 54 next month, and I have more energy than most 20 and 30-year olds. I can out hike them, work them, and it's just because I take care of my body. It's my temple. I love this thing. Yeah, it's came with so many beautiful accessories, and I don't even know how to use them, and features that I don't even know how to do yet. But that's all available through meditation. That's the end game for everything. That's the beginning and the end. Once you tap into meditation, you tap into eternal consciousness, you tap into longevity consciousness, you tap into your higher self and into God. And then you will start making room in your mind for God and letting go of the stuff. Because the stuff, you can't take the stuff with you. Have you ever seen a hearse being followed by a Brinks truck? No, it just doesn't work like that. They go and they drop the body off, and the money stays where it's at. And then the relatives fight over it, which is so wrong in so many ways. But that's where our society is set. Uh, that's the whole game, to see how long, who can outlast whom, so that you can get whatever that you can from whomever is left. That's the funny thing about being the healthy person, is that your family won't want to give you anything because you're not like them. They'll do their best to not help you, but then at the end of it, you outlive them all, so you get it all anyways. Because eventually they give it to you, and it's not, and you don't want it. This is the whole point of you saying, that's not what it's about. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here for you. I'm here to show up and be my best self. And as my best self, I allow you to be your best self. That's the point of me hosting this show entirely, is that when anybody pops on, I pop into my best self, as I try to be all the time, but I do an extra um, conscious job of moving into that person when there's somebody here, because I want to show up and treat everybody with kindness and humility and harmony and love. And I want to allow them to step into their light and be their best self. What an interesting concept. Me just holding space. Essentially what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. I'm holding space for you, or when you want to show up and speak your mind. That's why I'm providing this live place for people to step out of their comfort zones and speak to the world. And I'm just holding space. I'm just being here to host. I can share all night. I can talk for days. If you watched, I've been talking, this is 11 and a half hours I'm at now. This is just on this one show. I've done a few shows before, but I've never done one on YouTube before. That's because I never had a good enough gear. Now that I have good enough gear, I'm going to allow YouTube to be my source of income. That's why I'm asking for you to subscribe to my video. If you're liking what I'm putting out, I would be very grateful. Help. Alejandro. Oh, hello. Hola, Alejandro. How are you? What's going on? Guerrero. Mexicano, no? Excelente. Yeah, this is why I'm here. If anybody has questions, feel free to pop them into the chat. Um, Estrella, por favor, tranquilo. México, sí, México. Sí, yo vivo a San Mateo Rio Hondo, Oaxaca. Es muy bonita. Hey, Estrella, por favor. Here, let's give you a tour. Oh, I can't right now. My leg's asleep. We'll do it later. So yeah, and Mexico is the most amazing place in the world. As far as I'm concerned, it's my home. I feel at peace here. I love the families here. I feel so grateful, and especially where I live. There's five families in every, or five generations in every family. Like this is real family. In Canada, you can't even get two generations to live in the same household. It's nearly impossible. But here, they work together, live together, and play together. That's family. That's what I'm after. Real family. Excelente. Muchas gracias, Alejandro. Gracias, muchas gracias. Es para mi mamá. Ah, eh, voy a México. Mi mamá es en hospital en Canadá. Ah, mi YouTube es para mi mamá. Voy a México, vivo a mí, a San Mateo Rio Hondo. Muchas gracias para suscribir. Yeah, and that's the neat thing about YouTube is that they pay their creators for making content. All you have to do is keep making content and have people subscribe to it and watch your videos, and they will pay you. Whereas Facebook just they lead the golden carrot and they take you around in circles and circles and circles and circles, and the paycheck just never happens. And I'm not interested in getting rich. That's not why I'm doing this. I've never been interested in getting rich. I don't think that helps anybody in any way, shape, or form. This for me is gracias, muchas gracias. This for me is a medium for me to share my knowledge and for in return to have a little bit of income, which is all I need. That's all I need, and I will be super happy. So please, yes, thank you, Alejandro. Subscribe, so subscribir, por favor, para mi to mi channel is fantástico. And like, por favor, tu gusta, feliz, um, happy. ¿Qué es like en español? Oh, no sé. Yeah, it's an amazing chance for anybody to step outside of their comfort zone and come on here and speak to somebody who's very calm, who's very relaxed and not judgmental, and here to help and to uplift you and to take you to a place possibly that you've never been. And that's what it's about, is stepping outside of your comfort zone. Muchas gracias, Alejandro. Muchas gracias. And doing this live, like I'm communicating with new people all the time, and this is something that most people can't do. They like it's almost like cold calling, especially when you're stepping on for the first time. But a lot of people in my network, especially in my Facebook and YouTube, have known me for a very long time. Some of them up to 50 years. So it's very nice for me to have this opportunity to provide them with something. And so many of the people that have assisted me on my journey to help Estrella and I stay afloat here in Mexico. We've been here for 2 years and 4 months now, and it's been an incredible journey, an amazing experience, and I'm so grateful. Gracias Dios por todo. I've muchas bendiciones. Muy agradecido. I'm so grateful. I've received so many blessings just to be here, and it's been so good for my soul and para mi mente. Uh, in Canada is local. I felt there was a lot of stress there, and it does not live here. But that's because people here they work outside, they work in nature, and they have family. Family, they're always here with you, and so you love each other the way you're supposed to, because that's what family's for. It's for love. If you don't love your family, you got to work on that. because you got to love you first. Once you love you, once you put the love in your heart right here, once you put that love in, then your family can't take it away. You can't take it away. They can try and make you upset. They can try and once you have that love fully just ingrained in your heart, they can't take it. It's not theirs to take. It's yours. And you take it with you wherever you go. It's your natural state of being. It's awesome. It's so cool because it's like a force field. Your aura becomes giant and rainbow, and they can't penetrate. And once they try and try and try, and you don't react, then they give up. They give up. They give up. She knows. She knows. And what better way to win than knowing that they've given up? You didn't have to fight to win. You didn't have to take them out. You didn't have to call them anything. All you had to do was love yourself enough not to react to their button pushing. No, I don't have buttons. You can't push them. There's none there. They don't exist. Try. You can call me any name in the book and I'll love you for it. Because I realize that it's just you attacking what you see in yourself in me. That's the fun part, eh? We only get aggravated by the people that are like us. I love this place. It's such a neat learning experience. But that's the way it is. The people that are like you, they piss you off because they're like you, especially if they're like you, the way you used to be. If you changed and you have people that are like the way you used to be, they'll drive you nuts. And you want to be a vigilante against them. which is which is no it's pointless. It's senseless because you're just giving them your power. Don't give your power to anybody. Keep your power right here in your heart. Stay in love. As long as you're in love, you're impenetrable. Nobody can mess with you. Nobody on this planet can defeat love. Nobody has that ability. And when you show up as love and you be love and you project love, people just give up. They all of a sudden they start wanting to just love you too. And they want to love. That's all there is to it. And when we tap into that love, it's like, wow, that's good. That's organic. It's natural. It's the way it's chemicals. You didn't have to have any additives, any preservatives. It's just 100% organic love. Living on vibrational energy. That's love. Living on vibrational energy, feeling it and being it and showing up time and time again. You know what? Nothing is going to take the love that I have in me away. Nobody has that ability. Nobody. I put up, but I choose not to. I choose to bring it with me wherever I go. I choose to be love in every situation. Unconditional love, which is the hardest love to be. But if you can do that, especially around your family, wow, that's evolution. That's when you go to the next level. That's when you eclipse this reality and you get to move forward because your family is cosmic and with you forever. Lo siento, Alejandro. En un poquito tiempo yo practica más español y inglés, los dos. Pero es un poco tiempo para más práctica. Muchas gracias para tu tiempo. Te amo. Te amo los mexicanos y su cultura. Muchas gracias por todo. Muchas bendiciones, Alejandro. Gracias. Ah, ¿entiendes? Ah, cuando yo hablar más buena español, yo tengo más un proceso. Muchas gracias para tu paz en mi español. Muchas bendiciones. Gracias. So it's love, 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 love. Amor, amor, love. Ah, gracias, muchas gracias, Alejandro. Full power. Boom, boom. Thank you. You made my day. Mi día es perfecto. No, no, gracias, muchas gracias. Yeah, it's always a proceso, una proceso. I'm learning every day. I'm learning more about YouTube. I'm learning more Spanish. I'm learning more gardening. I'm learning more about myself. I'm learning more about Estrella. I'm learning more about my mom. And I'm 54. So I'm just learning, 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 learning. And that's what I think I'm here for, is to just listen and learn by experience through who shows up. You never know who's going to show up. That's why you got to just keep showing. Hello. Okay, preview. I don't know what happened. It just started spinning, so I thought something was happening. Oh, it started over again. Sometimes it does that. Um, that I think I was at about 42, something like that. Okay, so we got about 18, 20 minutes left. I don't, yeah, see, that's another one of those things. It just restarted itself. I didn't press any buttons, so I'm not sure what happened. Again, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm not techie. I spent 10 years off grid, where I learned a lot about growing and preserving food. But I did not spend a lot of time on the internet because I didn't have those capabilities. It was very nice. I had to go to the library to use the internet, which was beautiful because I didn't have it at home. And when you don't have those electromagnetic frequencies in your house all the time, wow, it's amazing. I highly recommend, if you have a chance to go into a Wi-Fi free zone, just check it out and see how amazing you feel. At night, I unplugged the Wi-Fi so that I don't have to deal with the electromagnetic frequencies, EMF. And if you want to show up as your best self, you have to be rested and energized. And harmonious, and to be available. To be available to step outside of your comfort zone, because it's very comfort zone. But you never change. Accumulating sickness, you start growing chronic ailments because you're doing the same thing all the time and expecting a different result. Well, it's an impossibility. You can't get a different result from the same situation. You have to create it differently. And by creating it differently, you have to look at it differently and see it for what it is, and be like, what can I do here to make this different? And experiment, because it's your life. My life is my laboratory. My body is my temple. Love is my practice. So experiment, constantly be experimenting in your life with new ideas, trying things on, because you don't know until you try. And if somebody else has tried, it doesn't mean anything. No, it's theirs, it's not yours. It's not. So try it for you. Then you know. And if you get to do it and your body says, nah, I don't want to do this, that's okay. That's fine. Don't do it. But at least put yourself into the situation so that you know whether you could do it or not. A good example for this is skydiving. I've gone skydiving twice, and I highly recommend it. Is by far the most incredible experience that I've ever had on this planet. Jumping out of a plane is wow. When you're free falling and there's nothing around you, wow. And I only did it from 3,000 and then 4,000 feet. You can get up as high as 25,000 feet now, and just be a bird. Basically, that's what happens. You become a bird, and you just feel so alive and so empowered. And it's like, wow. And the world looks so small. Everything looks so small from up there. And then it comes into focus, and then it gets bigger as you get closer. So it's quite the experience. I highly recommend it for everybody. If you've never tried it, it's enlightening. And I would do it again. I've tried a few times, but a couple of things have happened that have prevented me. But I will. I guarantee you, I will, because it's one of those things that it's always stuck with me. It's always been in my heart. Lives right here in me. I like stuff that's challenging. My slack line is one of my favorite toys. I don't have one currently, but I will be getting a new one. So I'm excited about that. And then we'll be teaching slackline here in San Mateo Rio Hondo up by my house. So, and I'll be teaching all the kids because those are the ones that are awesome, and I can't wait for them to learn. Oh God, I just love this place. There's always people here outside, working, having fun, conversing, working with their animals. It's real life. It's not like the city. Everything here is slowed down, and things happen in real time. And people, they meet each other where they're at. They don't have expectations and attachments. They just show up and say, hey, you're here. That's amazing. Okay, you're in. Let's go. It's everybody here has a chance to do anything that anybody else does. All they have to do is learn. And that's the amazing thing about being in a family here is that everybody teaches you culture and tradition and gardening and mycology and house home maintenance and how to build a fire and how to grow a garden. Like all that stuff's included with your being a kid here. It's amazing. It's the way it should be. It should be for everybody. That's why the kids here are so well rounded and so they're so energized and they're so happy and they're full of life. And that's where everybody needs to get to is that place where they're completely alive and ready to just be here now and to be open to what's coming because you never know what's coming. Alejandro made my day. He made my day by showing up. You just never know. But if I would have never gone on, I would have never had that experience. And so it's about putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations and then just saying, okay, God, you got it. I'm here and I'll just wait and see what happens. And in the meantime, I'll do my best to get out of the way and allow you to use this space to teach what it is that you came here to teach people how to love themselves. First, love yourself. First, love yourself. First, love yourself. That's how we fly. It's the only way to fly. And that's that's the way you got to do it, because nobody else will do it for you. Will love you first. They will once you do, but in the prior to that, they don't have the ability. They don't know how. It's not part of their realm. So you have to do it. And when you do it, then you open up for other people new possibilities, things that they previously never considered. Now, I'm sure I know from doing this show and from all of the times that I've gone live that I've definitely inspired people to try live video. Because when you do live, stuff can go wrong. Like yesterday, everything went wrong. That could go wrong went wrong. But I'm back today and it's okay. Yesterday at the time, it was a little bit uncomfortable and I was a little bit agitated. Best to just go get through it and just be like, okay, that's what's happening now. And tomorrow will be a better day. In the meantime, my best just to work through this as best I can because it's not always perfect. Like for example, right now is today is growling. Hey, and that's live TV. Like I can't all it's I don't know prior to her growling, and if she starts barking, it is like. But that's the beauty of doing live because you never know what's gonna happen. Like the loudspeakers going now. Whenever somebody shows to the loudspeaker and they tell them what they like 500 people, and so we can all hear the speaker what the people that are in town have to sell, what the cost is, and to bring change and a bag if you're interested in getting stuff. So it's a very amazing service that they provide. It doesn't cost anything. And it's when you live at the top of the hill, it's super convenient because I have to go all the way down to the bottom. And if I go all the way there for broccoli and there's no broccoli, it's like, but if I'm listening and broccoli, very nice. Okay, well, I'm definitely going down and getting me some broccoli. That's a good one for us as we age, gentlemen, uh, especially in your 40s and 50s. You work on your prostate, tomatoes, almonds, broccoli, super good for prostate. So to have a healthy prostate is to have a happy life because anything that gets plugged up in your system wreaks havoc somewhere else. You want to do your best to keep everything in flow and open and allow beautiful things to flow to and through you because you're a divine spiritual being having a human experience. And when you allow the beauty to flow to and through you, everything will open up for you because life wants to give you everything that you want. Life wants you to be happy, harmonious, and healthy. That is life's goal for you. Life wants you to smile and to show up in beautiful ways, but you have to do things that are uncomfortable. You have to step outside of your comfort zone. And this is a perfect platform for anybody to be able to do that. Is live YouTube, live Facebook, live video because when you're live, you can't change it. I can't go back and fix stuff. And I don't edit. You watch all of my videos that I've made for years. I don't edit. Even if I do anyways, because I think it's funny. And sometimes my funny videos are way better than my good videos. I'll put it up and I'll be like, oh, that sucked. Nobody will watch that. And I get tons of views. But I'll put up another one that I think is really good and nobody watches it. So you just never know. See, there we go. Talk about being in the moment and being available, being flexible, because all of a sudden the loudspeaker is louder than I am. So I'm going to relocate. But that's the beauty of being light is that you can travel and you can move. So now we are going inside the cabin. And I've only got about six amazing amazing show. I've been very grateful. None of the stuff that went sideways like yesterday happened. And so I've had a lot of chance. Come on, Empaki. Come on. Here's my girl. That's my estrella. Hi, buddy. Yes, come on in. Yeah, it's getting a little chilly out there now. So step outside of your comfort zone. Go on your YouTube channel and hit live and just see what happens. Put yourself into that position where you just put yourself on and say, okay, let's see how it goes. Oh, hi, bunny. I love you. Yes, animals are the best, especially to keep us present and to keep us happy, motivated, inspired, and energized. Because today is always ready to play. 24/7. Yes, play. Yes, run. Yes, jump. Yes, let's go to the river. Yes, let's hike. Animals don't say no. That's a human condition. Say no to things that aren't healthy for you, but say yes to all of the things that make you feel good. And just follow that. Follow that. It's your heart. It's your heart speaking to you. I have a really good plan and it's perfect for you. And so let's do it. We do it together. I will help you. All you have to do is the work. You got to do the work. This is what we talked about at the beginning of this show. Actions speak louder than words. When your actions are in alignment with your words, that's when you're God consciousness. That's when you're attached to your higher self. Because a lot of people talk, but they don't do anything about it. Very few people do stuff about it. But if you can do both, if you can attach your words and your actions, well, then you become a mentor or an elder or somebody that is respected in your community, somebody that is looked up to, somebody that will be seen. We all want to show up and be respected and loved and cared for because we're divine spiritual beings. Experience, we don't exactly know what to do with the body, but we know that love is important, and we know that you shouldn't get caught between your legs. But it's about love. It's about hugging. Like even this right now, see right here, I'm giving myself a hug. There's me hugging myself. Just doing this is giving my body energy. My body is energizing because of the hug. It just loves the embrace. It's just, oh, that feels so good. It feels so good. And that's just me. If I could have put another person in there, look out. If you hug somebody for 30 seconds, you get this crazy rush of energy. You both do. And it's magic. It's pure, unadulterated energy, and you can't do anything about it. But your body loves affection. It loves it. And it's just giving it a hug. Say, I love you. If you have problems in your body, love them. If you have a problem with your finger, say, I love you, my finger. If you have a problem with your ear, say, I love you, my ear. I love hearing. I love touching. Be specific and tell that part of your body that I love you, because that's what everything in this universe wants to know is that it's being loved. And once it's loved, it will work overtime. It will work 120%. It will work better than it's ever worked before because it's experiencing that love, right? Free, harmonious, unconditional giving service. This is my job to hug people back together because it's about sharing that unconditional love, about opening. You open your heart. You open your heart. And with an open heart, everything's possible. Everything. That's when you're at one with source. That's when you're open to what's flowing to and through you. It's amazing, hey? It's an amazing experience, this human experience. Spiritual being having the human experience. Well, it says right now that I've been up for 18 minutes, but it skipped on and skipped off and skipped back on. So we have off. New Year's, Feliz Año Nuevo. Please enjoy your New Year's. I might pop on at some point for a little bit. We'll see. But we'll be back on the 1st with Leo Treadwell. Super excited to talk about his project. I am the Matrix. So that's us again for today. If you like, please subscribe. It would make my day. This is what I'm about. I just want to I love comments. If there's anything that I said that intrigued you or made, please leave me a comment. I would love to communicate with you. I'm doing this 6 days a week. This is happening from Monday to Saturday. I take Sundays off. If you're interested on being on the show, it would be my like no, none. It would be an honor and a privilege to have you here. So please feel free to message me if you're interested in being a guest on the show because it's always more fun. I love talking myself, but it's always more fun to talk to somebody else. And if you liked the content, please feel free to like the video. Use a little. Feel free to share it too. Thank you all for tuning in. Alejandro, thank you for your comments. Yona, hola, hola. I'm just on my way out, Joana. Muchas gracias por todo. Es un proceso para mí practicar más español. Yo tengo muchas personas español on mi channel. So, muchas gracias por todo. Muchas bendiciones. Feliz año nuevo. Hello. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you everybody for showing up. You've made my day. We'll see you Monday. Monday we have Leo Treadwell here again with I Am the Matrix. So this is going to be super interesting. Tune in. And again, if you're interested on being on the show, please send me a message. I love you. Paz y amor. Peace and love. Woo! Full power.